Secretary of State John Kerry is set to lay out his last chance vision for a Palestinian-Israeli agreement in a statement later today. Kerry's speech comes as the latest scandal between Israel and the outgoing US administration escalates. Paula Slee has got the latest from Tel Aviv.
The Israeli media is reporting that the Israeli Public Security Minister has called the idea to, quote, pathetic, especially since the US Secretary of State John Kerry has not been able to accomplish anything up until now. Now, it's understandable why they say this. This administration has only 22 days left in office. After January the 20th, there'll be a new administration, and it's highly doubtful that they'll take this guidance seriously. It may, some are saying, be Obama's last attempt to mend relations with Israel, especially after they reached an all-time low after UN Security Council resolution was not vetoed by Washington late last week. Now, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu really took that personally. He has said it was a stab in the back, and he's even planning to bring evidence that Obama was behind the resolution to Washington. Take a listen.
We have ironclad information from sources in the Arab world and internationally, and we're going to share that information with the incoming administration.
Now, relations between the two administrations have been rocky for years, but they were really pushed over the edge last week after that UN resolution was passed. Israel believes that the United States was behind it and has called it shameful. This is not the first time that we've seen clashes when it comes to Israel and the US Secretary of State John Kerry. You might remember that back in 2014, Israel's Defense Minister Moshe Ya'alon was quoted by an Israeli newspaper as saying that Kerry cannot teach me anything about the conflict with the Palestinians. He later issued an apology. And of course, there was back in late 2015, Netanyahu's nominee for his spokesperson, Ran Baretz, who suggested that Kerry had the intellect of a 12-year-old. It really remains to be seen what happens to Kerry's plans as well as relations between the two countries after January the 20th, when President-elect Donald Trump takes over.